All right, and welcome back to Inside by Playdead Games, and we're doing a Let's Play together with CapnMintbeard.
How you guys doing? This is a very interesting game so far. We've got weird zombie-like people, pigs with mind control worms in their butts, and we don't. This kid's running away, and we don't know what's going on. And
Yeah,
we're destroying planetarium projectors.
Yes, that's a pretty good summation of what we've been doing so far. The planetary projectors, they're just kind of secrets if you find them. You can theoretically actually go through the entire game and miss them, but I think it's actually far more interesting if you do pick up on them. Okay, so now we're getting up close and personal with these things.
I mean, depending on the nature of the secret ending, you know, maybe the planetariums are how they're like broadcasting their control. I don't know. I don't know.
That's an interesting idea there. You might be onto something. Oh, sorry. Just a quick second. I don't have to pause the recording or anything, but I'm just making sure.
Oh, those guys are going to have back problems if, you know, whoever's controlling them doesn't get to stand up straight pretty soon. Yeah,
seriously. But or maybe that doesn't even matter to them. Maybe they, you know, who knows. I was gonna say, okay, it looks like my phone still isn't plugged in properly. I'll just fix it, you know, in between episodes. So what's actually kind of brilliant about this part here too is where it took me a while to you know, rip apart those boards. It gives the player a second to kind of admire the scenery as well and really kind of take that in.
Yeah, whatever's going on, there's a decent amount of organization. They're in 3 distinct lines, clearly going to a certain place. So I mean, there's very much a method behind whatever's happening.
Absolutely, yeah. And oh, that's a ladder that goes to nowhere.
So, isn't that great? Like, you know, like Zelda, you go in a room and it's empty. It's like, why was this even here?
Yeah. Oh man. And speaking of Zelda, I'm hoping that closer towards Christmas time they'll have like a Black Friday sale to get like a Switch Breath of the Wild bundle kind of thing, because I would love to play that game.
That would be cool. I mean, I kind of fairly recently got off of console, just, you know, do just PC, but Nintendo's one of the, like, I still respect them. So if you want to do that, that's totally cool. It's just not something that I'm gonna do. But I hear you. Yeah. Like, Sony and Microsoft, they made the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One or whatever the new one is too much like PC. You know, you got those PC problems, so you don't really have, you know what I mean? But that's going to turn into like a whole different conversation, I feel like.
Yeah.
But
and actually a little rant that I could go on there while I'm avoiding these things. Now, if you watch too, see the cord that's like attached.
Yeah, I see
to
like a coiled cord. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and every now and then she twitches, because I think those things, like they shoot out those cords at, like, if you get caught, they shoot out those cords at you, and like there's no avoiding it, and I think it just electrocutes you to death. It's pretty vicious. Like it shoots out just like instantly, and it like coils you in, and like kind of pulls you in a bit, and you go completely limp. Yeah. But yeah, a little kind of a rant I go on. Sorry, a rant I could go on about the whole console thing that's happening right now. I primarily play on consoles. Like, I don't really do any PC gaming, and it's not that I have anything against PC gaming. It's just what I do. This is the path I just happen to go on. But what's really bothering me, and could in the future at some point, whoops. Oh, you know what? I'll have to put that rant on pause because this part's pretty important.
Yep. Now you have to prove you're a zombie.
Yep. That's exactly right.
You're not slouching enough.
Yeah. I forgot exactly how many steps it is. Oh fuck! Oh shit!
It looks like it's about 7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa, that was a little. It was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Oh, it was 9. Okay. But things are going to get a little bit complicated here in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, there we go. Yeah.
And now you have to jump so that way they can play zombie basketball.
Yeah. Now, if you'll notice too, we got families and stuff watching. Like, oh fuck. We've got like kids. Like, there's even a mother holding a baby there. And we have some guy taking notes. Holy shit. So I feel like maybe this is a process to help desensitize people, or like help normalize it so people don't think it's so barbaric, maybe.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, my first thought was, until you said that there were like women and children, like with babies and whatnot, watching. My first thought was like maybe they're showing this off to some investors or something. But having the babies there, that kind of torpedoes that in my mind, because why would they need to show it off in that case? It might be more of a I don't know. With the kids there, that's like maybe it's like you said, maybe it's more of a taking the shock out of it.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, investors, that's an interesting point too. I suppose it could be a bit of both. So I actually don't know if I'm still in danger at this point or not. But luckily the developers did decide to make this a little bit easier. When I push the stick all the way to the left or right, you do move slowly, like you don't just go into full sprint. But I'm about to... Way I go!
Oh, you've been made.
Holy shit. Oh, that would, that'd be fairly deadly.
There's an audio cue that was about to happen too. The heartbeat was just going up really loud.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I hope that was enough to trick the dog. Oh yeah, we're gold. So I'm in a little bit of a precarious situation here, aren't I? But my little helper is gonna help me along this journey. And this is actually another puzzle that had me stuck for quite a long time, but once you know how to do it, it's fairly simple. I was going to say, yeah, so what I was going to rant about a little bit earlier in terms of what they're doing with consoles now, the way they're updating the consoles every 2.5 years, like they're doing, like, as I call it, the 0.5 consoles, not a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of that at all.
That was the tipping point for me. It started with the Nintendo 3DS, actually, because Smash Brothers 4 came out, so I got a 3DS XL for that. And then right after that, halfway through, they were announcing all the DLC characters. The quote-unquote new 3DS with the better processor and all this stuff came out.
Yeah.
And that kind of that was the first thing that annoyed the hell out of me. Then the PlayStation 4 for Fallout 4 didn't really want to let you do mods. And then they announced the PlayStation Pro. And I was like, you know what? I could have just had a PC. I could have modded this and all these other things. And, I mean, I'll just tell you, man, it's not as hard to get into as people think. Like, on my channel, there's still lots of Let's Plays up there that I recorded on a laptop, man. Not even on a gaming PC.
Really?
Yeah, like all the ones that are 720p, that's on my laptop. I just recently got my gaming PC fixed. So the ones that are going to be coming out that are 1080p, that's really the main difference, to be completely honest.
Really? Okay. Because, and I mean, I don't know if I'll end up going that route or not, but I mean, I won't deny that it's entirely possible with the way they've been doing things lately, because... well, and especially they had the 0.5 console with like the Xbox One,
right?
The One S, and now they're already coming out with the Xbox One X Pro. What the hell is that thing called?
I don't know, but I feel bad for any parents at GameStop trying to pick it out. Is it the
exactly.
Xbox One S, One X? This is the don't know.
Yeah. I think it's the Xbox One X, which is. God, they got to get their naming conventions in order, because holy hell. But yeah, and apparently that's not even another 0.5 console. That's actually the next generation of consoles, and I'm just like, that feels a little bit early. Like the Xbox 360, I think, was like 6 or 7 years before another console came out.
Yeah, like just to give you an idea, this inside you could run this on a very like simple laptop. This would run no problems. I can run
Yeah.
like a Skyrim even, not like I didn't try Special Edition, but like the little bit older one, the 2011 version. I can play it on a laptop. I mean, it might surprise you.
Yeah, like this yeah, like Playdead does so far doesn't seem to be do games that are too processor intensive. Like Limbo, you can actually even get on iOS. Like you can get, and you might even be able to get it on Android. I don't know if you can get this on iOS or not, but I mean, it probably could handle some version of this. Now, what's interesting in the scene here, I'm down below there in the little mind control thingy. But
Oh,
there's
you're gonna
another.
do like a mind control feedback loop. He's gonna jump in it too, and then
Yep, and then we got some mind controlception going on here. Interesting, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. And what I love too is I love how as soon as I took control of this one, they did that little audio cue and they changed the music there. I love how they do the audio in this game so much. And then let's see, I release control. Okay, so they all release control at once, but then I can regain control of the first one. And now we can proceed.
Ah. Yeah, and this game is a good example of another thing that like Sony and Microsoft, a lesson that they really need to learn is that having the super high end 4K ultra whatever graphics, that does not make a good game in and of itself.
No.
Like this game is a very basic in terms of its graphical capability, but it does an excellent job of telling the story without it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And
Like,
I'm even advocating because like where game development costs have gone up so much as graphical development has gone up, I'm actually kind of thinking that they need to kind of pull out a bit and say, you know what? Maybe games look as good as they need to look. Maybe we don't need to advance graphics anymore because it's just cutting in on things like story and
right.
Gameplay development. You know, it's because, and I know this will kind of make me sound like a back in my day kind of thing, but back in my day, they just had more time to put effort into the story of games. It seems. Like one of my favorite games of all time is a game that was released on the GameCube called Eternal Darkness: Sanity's Requiem.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah, and it's not any kind of graphical marvel when you look at it. It's not. I mean, it was okay, but that's probably my most favorite game. Like of any game in existence, that's probably my favorite.
Oh yeah, man! I've still got the safe combination written on a piece of tape on the front of my GameCube to get the shotgun.
Oh, nice. So you're into that game as well.
Oh yeah, yep. Got the Mantarok ending and everything, man. Yep.
Oh yeah, got to have that Mantarok ending. Yeah, that's the only way to do that.
Yeah, I feel you 100%. Like even in recent memory, I'm gonna couple quick indie name drops. Shovel Knight, Undertale. They both look like they could run on a Super Nintendo at best. And they just destroyed the heck out of everything the years they came out. Around that same time, The Order 1886, technical marvel, utter flop. I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I think like they need to actually put like a full halt on the development of graphics in video games and say like let's take The Witcher 3 for example. Phenomenal looking game. I've never actually played it myself, but it looks great. If that's how games looked for the next 10 years, would you be sad about that?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not in the least.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought behind it as well.
Yeah, it's one of those things that people don't know that they want or even think that they want until that they see it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. How the hell do I do this puzzle? I actually forgot how I do this puzzle. Maybe I just book it.
Oh, I mean, you can swim, right? So it's,
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, I know what I got to do. I have to, because the water closes that other door. So what I have to do is I have to, now that I'm swimming, I have to shut it off, but I have to get over here quickly before the water drains. That's what it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Oh, and something else that'll help you out. Pretty much every PC game is controller compatible. You know, I
Yeah,
play
that's
every
true
game
too.
with a Xbox 360 controller with through a USB port, man. So I mean, I grew up on consoles too, so I thought it was going to be this big adjustment, and it really wasn't.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so if I don't know if I ever will make the switch, but if I ever do, maybe maybe it's not going to be that big a jump, considering I can still use one of these things.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, puppy.
Yeah, don't worry about him. He and the cat are probably just having a small disagreement about where they can sit on the chair.
Oh, sure, sure. That's not a problem at all. I love puppies and kitties. I was gonna say, so I'm not entirely sure how I get what I'm supposed to do with this box, but perhaps we can figure it out on the next episode.
All right.
All right. So we will see you all next time. And as per usual, this is my friend CapnMintbeard. Please go check out his channel and check out all his stuff.
All right. Thank you guys. See you guys next time.
See you next time.